like this. So if you put in 2-ounce plastic cups, no lids, it should take you. And they were very reasonably priced, so you're able to use them. And I mean, probably at home you wouldn't, but this is great for, for here. How do you like it? Yeah? Okay.
It's good with a biscuit.
It is with the biscuit. It's good, isn't it? So my biscuit fail was actually a win, but next time I'll make them bigger. Sometimes it's hard. I had to really watch them in the oven because if it says 15 minutes and they're little, I figured 10. So I kind of, kept my eye, and the 2 dogs kept my eye on the oven to see that everything was cooking in there. Any other questions for me on these? Okay, so they're very easy to, this is like a no-brainer recipe. Put in your crock pot in the morning, go shopping, go to the library, look for a good book, go skiing, do whatever, and you come home and this is waiting for you. Perfect, I know. Do you need me to help you get some more of these in there? You guys are doing so good, my little sous chefs. My next job, I'm hoping, is Food Network. Old lady cooks. Librarian cooks. I can talk about books too and stuff. I see so many familiar faces in here, so we're really glad that. All right, so I'm going to give you a minute to, did everybody get crackers and the cream cheese?
No.
Okay. Let me, all right, when I get the tray back, I'll get some more of those out. Yeah, this is, how do you like the hot pepper jelly with the Fredericks? Now that would be perfect to put chili, I was thinking about mixing it with Chili Crisp, but some people are like, too hot. I mean, they want really mild, like. Now the other thing that I'm going to say while they're finishing up, the macaroni and cheese minis I did not make, okay? Because I figured I wouldn't be able to get through everything. But I have made those, and they are so good. You make them in a mini muffin pan, okay? You make your I just make my mac and cheese. I use the recipe that they had, where I use cheddar cheese and pepper jack cheese in mine because my family likes a little bit more. And then you make it like you would make whatever your regular macaroni and cheese recipe, or you can use this one. And then it just goes in the muffin cup, gets baked, pops out, you just pop it out. And if you can get the mini ones with, I have a mini one, I have a bigger one too that's silicone, so it just pops right out. They're brown and crusty on the top, just the way you want your macaroni and cheese to be, brown and crusty. And then you can put a little hot sauce on the top. You can tell I like everything spicy. Put a little hot sauce on the top. Perfect for like, if you're doing a meatloaf or something like that, you don't want to do a big thing of macaroni and cheese, do these little mac and cheese bites. Everybody likes mac and cheese, right? Everybody does, cheese. Are you looking at that?
Because I'm just amazed that it holds together.
Oh, it does, because it's really like it's a mac and cheese that's very creamy, and you're really baking it just to get it crusty on the top. Okay. And it does. They come out like little, perfect little nuggets. Okay. Did everybody get a kielbasa? Yes? Okay. Yeah, it looks like they did. Okay. So the next thing, another family recipe that I really like, and some of you may even make this, are sweet and spicy nuts. Has anybody ever done a sweet and spicy? Oh my goodness. Okay. So sweet and spicy nuts are very easy to make. I bought the big sack of cashews at Costco and the pecans. You can put peanuts in, you can do mixed nuts. My family's very picky. They like cashews. They even pick the pecans out, but I did pecans for you guys because I think that's a more sophisticated nut mixture. And they're very easy, it shows you, you are going to, this sounds kind of crazy, like it couldn't possibly happen. In a big mixing bowl, you're gonna whip 1 egg white, okay? The dogs were happy because they got the egg yolk, I put it in their dish. You whip it up so it's very frothy. Then you're gonna dump in 6 cups of nuts. I probably even had a little more than that. I probably had more like 7 or 8. And you just have to make sure you get your spatula out. Make sure all the nuts get a little bit of moisture on them, okay? In another bowl, as the recipe's there, I put sugar, cumin, cayenne, cinnamon, ground pepper, really important. Okay, I use my pepper grinder. And I don't know if there was anything else I had in. This should be, the sweet and spicy nuts aren't on there? Uh-oh. I know that they were, is Jamis still here? Well, she's gone. Okay. I know I typed them up. Okay. Okay, so let me go through it again then. You are going to do like 1 egg white. Whip it up in your bowl, okay? Dump your nuts in. Just keep stirring it. It will cover, it'll adhere to the nuts. And then I believe it's 1 cup of sugar, and you know what? Maybe I can get Sandy to post this on our website too, so that you can see it, or I can print off more. But I know I typed it up. It's a cup of sugar. I think it's a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon of, I'm not sure what the other one is. I better wait on that one. Well, there was cinnamon in there. There's cayenne in there. There's a tablespoon of fresh ground pepper. Seems like I'm missing something. Yeah. And then once you have all those things, once your nuts are all nice and moist, make sure you've mixed up your sugar and all that stuff really well. Jama, yes. I thought I typed up the sweet and spicy nuts. I thought I did that yesterday.
It wasn't in this list of, I just have the kielbasa, the cookie bites, and the mac and cheese, and the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe it was on the last page and I just didn't get it printed off. I will make sure though that if you want to come in, I'll print off a recipe, or maybe Sandy can put it on our site to just put that on there. So once you get all the nuts mixed up, you're going to put them on 2 cookie sheets. Now, originally it said to grease the cookie sheets, but I am a absolute fan of parchment paper. I think that works, and you don't have that sticky cleanup. So I actually have a quarter cake size pan. So I just put the parchment paper on. I dumped all the nuts, spread them out, make sure they're thin. Okay, they're all covered. You're gonna bake them for about 25 to 28 minutes. Now the key to this though is that you have to stir them twice while they're cooking, while they're baking. So what I usually do then is I do my math, which I'm very bad at. 28 divided by 3. Okay, I'll do 8 and 8, 16, and then I'll do, okay. So about halfway through, you want to pull the pan out, and you want to get your spatula or a spoon and stir them. And the reason you're doing that is otherwise they get very brown on the bottom, and you want them all to cook evenly. So you're going to stir them twice. Then they come out of the oven, and you're going to put them on wax paper or parchment paper or whatever on your counter. Spread them out, let them cool. The nice thing about these are that they actually will keep for about 2 months if you keep them in a covered container. I was showing here that this is one of the things too. It's a nice thing to do for your guests. You can make little bags of these. I give these to all my neighbors. That keeps them doing things for me all throughout the, and they love them. But you can buy the little bags at the dollar store, okay? And so maybe you want to, like on their way home, or somebody brings a gift, or you want to take a hostess gift, you could fill this up and take that. They will love this. All right, so let's try them. Sous chefs? Okay. This is so much fun. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're going to, where are my, oh, here, okay. So,
No, you go.
all right. So we're gonna put, you know, a reasonable, you can just, probably just
What temperature do you make them at?
scoop them like, probably like that.
What
Okay.
temperature do you make them at?
That's something I can't think of right now either. I promise you I will. I brought the recipe on my little old dirty sticky note yesterday to work, so I don't know where it went to. But if you're in the library, I'm back in Friday. I will type one up. I'll leave it on the thing. And I'll also, you know, if you want to email me at the library, mgriswold@miopl.org. Okay. Or come to bingo next. We have so much fun at bingo. Don't we have fun at bingo? We do that on the third Tuesday of each month. And they all get mad because their numbers don't come up. Like, it's totally random, but seems like somebody either wins, like Connie yesterday. She was on a roll. She won. I don't think I've ever had anybody win 3. So, and you win books. And it's really, it's a lot of fun. So, in our next one, we're going to have our little holiday celebration. Okay, so coming to you are the nuts. And I usually put these in a bowl on my charcuterie board, okay, with my thing, and have these. Some people like to serve them, you know, as a dessert. I put them out all the time. I cook them all year round because they're just, nuts are good for you. Yeah, there's a lot of sugar on it, but you know, gotta have something. So you'll be, okay. I'll take some of these out of here too. Okay. Where did we end? Where did she stop?
Did she say cinnamon?
Right here. Okay. This is something I've been doing since I used to make these in high school. Try to give them to the nuns at my Catholic high school. They weren't impressed. They're like, Michelle, you're still a troublemaker. I'm like, no. So again, these are cashews and pecans. They're very good with peanuts in there too. It gives them a little, you know, like a little more salty flavor. Here you go. These are really as I said, a great thing to give if you're into like the food thing, you know, to share food, or instead of cookies, this is something kind of different. Did you guys get nuts over? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here you go.
Who still needs nuts?
Do you like them? I knew you would. Did anybody not get any back here? There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you still need them, right? Okay. You're welcome. Guys need them?
Very good.
Thank you. I think I'm almost at the end. So you think this is a keeper? Yeah? Okay. Did everybody get one? Okay. Did you get? All right. Okay, so these are the nuts, and as I said, they're easy to prepare. easy to give away for gifts. And you just need the recipe, which I will make sure that you get. All right. So the last thing, because you can't have appetizers without chocolate, right? I mean, I figured I'm like, oh, I'll make a little ginger snap. It's not chocolate though. So you do have the recipe for this. These are the sour cream chocolate drops. And what I like about these, why this is one of my favorite recipes, the sour cream just seems to make them fluffier. Now it's hard to tell because you're gonna get a little one, and normally they're a bigger size. You would use a scoop like a meatball size scoop, you know, the ones that, it's like an ice cream, okay. I did actually like maybe teaspoons and then kind of molded them into shape. And what I did was, I think I put this in there, I actually moistened my fingers with water and made sure they were shaped so they were round. Okay, I've never done that before, but it was like I didn't want the edges to get all like going out and be brown and crusty and stuff like that. So they actually came out pretty good. And the best part is the frosting on the top. So good. And the frosting was very cooperative. It hardened up enough that I could get them into a pan. But if you look at the recipe, I actually put the cookie dough in the fridge because I didn't want to bake them on Monday, which was my day off. Yesterday I was here and I didn't want you to have stale cookies. So it didn't say to refrigerate the dough. So what I did is I took it out and I let it sit on the counter for about maybe an hour, half an hour, just till it got room temperature. I wasn't sure, because sometimes if you refrigerate dough and you're not supposed to, it takes longer to cook. Okay, these came out, I have to say, perfect. If you see any little flecks in the frosting, that's butter, that's real butter. And it's Costco butter, which has been recalled. But here's the good news, okay? I went to Costco to get the nuts and everything. And I picked up butter because I make everything with butter, and especially at the holidays. So I get home the next day, I see Costco recalls, and there is my yellow packages of butter, which I've already used some of it. I'm like, well, so I went on the site, and here's why it was recalled. They forgot to put milk in the ingredients on the butter package. Like, people wouldn't know that butter is made with milk, right? But according to the FDA, they had to recall it. So you're all safe. The butter's fine. It's real butter, and it wasn't recalled because of crazy things. But I was fearful. I was like, because I think I made banana bread or something, and I had used it, and I wanted to call my friend that I gave it to and go, are you alive? Have you been sick? Then I went on Google, and it was like, and they even made fun of it on Google. They said, oh my gosh, really? I mean, who doesn't know that there's dairy in butter, right? Well, there's a lot of crazy people out there, so. Okay, so let's try a cookie. Do we have any more plates? What's that?
Is there enough here for everybody? Do
You can just rock around probably and give it to, or I can put them on. I think we have plates. Let's try that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then Joni, my sous chef, is going to walk around and she's not going to fall over, and try these delicious end of the night or after dinner. Because sometimes after dinner, by the time you get through the appetizers and the dinner, and you'll make this wonderful pie. I don't make pie. But you make a cake, like my kids love Yule log, the one that you roll up, and they love it. Last Christmas, I got it out. I said, look what I made. You guys are going to be so excited. And they were like this, we're stuffed. I said, well, you're going to stuff a piece of this now, because I made this for you, and you complained last year. But really, they're not a typical Christmas cookie, but they're just giving that little bit, and you'll make them bigger when you do them on there. But they baked perfectly, they came out, they weren't undercooked, they didn't get, burnt, anything, so I hope you like them. The sour cream, I did read, it kind of breaks down the enzymes in something or other, and then it makes it more tender, and I don't know, I can't remember. Something like that. All right, so questions? Questions for me? I made, with this, I made 50. So probably I would say 2 dozen if you did them regular size, okay? Yeah, and they would, I'm definitely doing these for Christmas because I think that did you try one? The cookies? Oh, you haven't been, okay. Any other questions about any of the,
Michelle, maybe you already said it. The temperature for the nuts and when you cook them.
I believe, I can't remember. Because I had so many going on, so I had 400, 325, I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it was 350, yes.
My cell phone said 300.
Your what?
Cell phone said 300.
Oh, were you able to find a recipe in there for that? Okay. Oh, maybe I could, let's see. I might have this actually on my phone. This is so handy now, right, to have,
Yeah, saves your life.
okay.
It counts.
Okay,
You're gonna pick up your.
I do, I took a picture of it. I know, so here's the recipe. Want to write it down? All right. So we know the nuts, and the nuts I just, I put the whole bag of cashews and half bag of pecans. That's going to be whipped in with the egg white. Now, for the other ingredients, you're going to mix together 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar. I feel like I'm in school. Write this down. It's going to be on the test. Don't be sitting there. 2 teaspoons of salt. 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. Good thing I didn't go with that 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon. A teaspoon of ground cinnamon. A teaspoon of coarsely ground black pepper. And a half a teaspoon of cayenne powder. Optional, I say use it. Don't go without it, okay? 325, and you're gonna put them on 2 15 by 10s, or if you have the big quarter sheet thing, you can put all them on one. And you're going to you're gonna bake these 25 to 27 minutes, and you're 25 to 27 minutes, and you're gonna stir them twice to make sure that they're not sticking to the bottom. And then they just cool them, put them in a Ziploc bag, seal them up, and get them out at your pleasure, which I'll be doing tonight when I get home. Makes about 8 cups. This says they will, in an airtight container at room temperature up to a month. Mine lasts well into, I make them around Thanksgiving and they're still good in January. If you just keep them sealed. What's that?
How many cups of nuts?
Makes 8 cups, depending on how many nuts you put in. I don't measure mine, I just dump the whole thing of cashews in and some pecans, and it's probably about 8 cups. It's a good size. There. That wrapped it up nicely. Any other questions for me about appetizers or?
Yes.
Yes.
When you were talking about the chili crisp that you like so much,
Mm-hmm.
was that something you can substitute in that cheese tortellini skewer? Why were you telling us about that?
Well, it's liquidy, so but you could marinate like the tomatoes or the tortellini in some chili crisp.
Okay.
I'm trying to say, I'm pretty sure that, let me see if Meyer has chili crisp. It's really good. You'll find a lot of different things to be able to use it for. I love it on pizza. It's just a little chili crisp on there. I also like Mike's Hot Honey, a little bit of that on there. You see where I'm going with this. I just love everything like with some spice in it. And you know, they say the spicier you eat, that's healthier for you, if you eat spicy food. So that counteracts like the cookies and stuff like that. So let me see if I can find the, all right, so CHILE, CRISP, let's see if Meyer has it. Yes, they do. They have Frederick's. They have Fly by Jing, which is the one that's most that has been recommended. They have extra spicy chili crisp. Do you want to know where it is? Yep. Okay. It is. It's in aisle B. I don't know where aisle B is. It says aisle B12, so it must be aisle 12 and then somewhere in there.
Look that up.
I know, this is great. I remember we used to go like this, I don't know, I'm not sure. I've become very technologically advanced. Between school and then what I have to do. Jamie and I do tech help together. Oh my Lord. It's, hi, I have a document that's, I'm not sure where it is, but I want to print it off, and then I have to sign it, and then I have to send it back, and we're like, it's always interesting. They're never the same at the same time. And then just when we get it all going, the Wi-Fi goes down, and we can't get it going, which I guess has been happening kind of everywhere. You said it was even out by you. So, can I answer? Thank you. Yes, Jama?
Yes, I want to ask you, Michelle, when can we have you back?
Yes.
And what would you like to do next?
Well, I was thinking maybe I would do the spring and do like summer appetizers. Things you could do like, you know, yeah. Thanks, Jama. She's made me commit in front of a crowd, so yes, maybe now that I feel like I could, you know, yeah, I feel a little more comfortable.
Smarter, and we now can get around Myers.
I am not promoting Meyer, okay, by any means. I just, you know, can look stuff up there, so it makes it a lot easier. I don't like to grocery shop. I do not like it. And when I can pick up stuff, that's fine. We have a very nice market in Metamora now, too. If you've been up by there, we had like we had a place, yes, we had a place that was just steadily kind of went downhill, and you go in and you're like, do you have any lettuce? No. Do you have any ground beef? No. Now it's all redone, and they have chili crisp, and they have banana pepper. It's kind of like a trade. Well, no, it's kind of like the place that used to be in Oxford. Do you remember when there was that? No, it's right on the corner of Drainer and 24. World Market, wasn't it World Market or something? It was so, you know, they'd have. No, oh well, yeah, they did move over there, but it used to be originally. Wasn't it right on the corner there where there? Okay, that was when I first moved out to Michigan. Okay. Well, it was delightful to have you all here. You were a wonderful audience, and you didn't cause any problems for me, so I didn't have to put anybody in detention, which is good. So just leave everything like on the table. We'll come and we'll pick it up. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I was very nervous. I think of all the teacher or parent like curriculum nights I did, and I'm thinking, you can do this. And I'm thinking, but I didn't serve food there. So thank you very much. Look for our spring one. I'll start thinking.